What's the controversy all about? We just spoke to Mr. K. Suresh, who said that as an 8-term MP, he should have been appointed as a pro tem speaker, accusing the BJP of bulldozing its decisions. Let's open this up and find out whether there is any controversy, because the BJP has hit back and said that the opposition is politicizing the issue for no reason whatsoever. We have Yuvraj Pokhrana, columnist, joining us. We also have Saif Khan, leader of the Congress party, joining us. Saif Khan ji, what is the opposition to the pro tem speaker being appointed? Because as we just pointed out, this is not the first time it has happened. There have been previous times as well where the longest serving MP has not been elected as a pro tem speaker. And this time in particular, K. Suresh did not have an uninterrupted term as opposed to Mehtab ji.
Well, I would, certainly say that K. Suresh ji has already explained to you regarding the Atal Bihari Vajpayee that he was not, being given a chance for an term because he remained as in the Prime Minister. So, right now, with Bharatiya Janata Party specifically, I would like to say that we expect this from Bharatiya Janata Party. This is not something new. This is what they tend to do, and this is what they do all the time. Right?
Okay, so you're saying that about Vajpayee in 2004, but I want to point out in 2019 as well, Menaka Gandhi also had, she was the longest serving MP. She had 8 terms, but Virendra Kumar had been chosen, who had 7 terms.
No, I certainly believe that, if Menaka Gandhi and if you were saying that he was given, he had a term for 7 years, this is to be given to the person who had the maximum tenurity in terms of the tenure. Yes, I personally support that decision, and this is what Suresh, right now, if we talk about, if this is a party with a difference, then K. Suresh ji was supposed to be the pro tem speaker. But now I'm sure with coming on 26th, there is going to be a speaker's election. The TDP and the JDU is consistently, giving a call to Bharatiya Janata Party.
But the BJP has also hit back at what the Congress party has been saying, and the BJP has asked, if you think he is a senior most MP, would you be having him as the opposition leader, in the floor of the House? Would the Congress party be giving him that honor because he is the longest serving MP?
That is yet to be decided by the India Alliance, and we will surely take out this name within the next 2 days.
Okay, all right. Yuvraj Pokhrana, what would you say to what Saif just said? And the Congress party has also been raising the issue, saying that as the longest serving MP, he should have been appointed. Yes, there may have been times when it didn't happen before, but that doesn't mean it has to be repeated yet again. This is an 8-term MP. He is clearly the senior most. Why not appoint him?
Good morning, Pratibha. It's good to see you oozing out a lot of energy in this peak hour. Achha, talking about the India Alliance, this is the sorry and irritating state of affairs that is rampant in the Congress ranks and files. See, Congress has been suffering from a case of gravely misplaced priorities. I mean, they are eyeing for the post of pro tem speaker, but they are not concerned with the post of speaker. On one hand, we have the NDA, which has unanimously elected PM Narendra Modi as the Prime Ministerial candidate. And on the other hand, we have the dotted India Alliance, which is not even sure who is going to be the leader of opposition. I, for one, endorse the name of Mr. K. Suresh, for he is the senior most MP in the opposition for the post of leader of opposition. And last, it is the India Alliance which is failing to catch the nub of the pulse of the nation.
So why not?
They are resourcing 99 seats.
Then why was not
given to them? Saifji, please be civilized. Please be civilized. I know you represent Congress, but still you can be civilized. And it is the NDA which has 293 seats. Let aside the 240 seats gotten by BJP. So आपको 99 seats में तो mandate दिखता है, but 240 में mandate नहीं दिखता है. This is the sorry state of affairs that is rampant in the Congress.
My question to you, देखिए मेरा सवाल कुछ और है आपसे जो
Okay. Before I come to you, let me also bring in Charu Pragya of the BJP, who's also joined us. Charu, what do you say to the Congress party saying this is the convention that needs to be followed? Yes, there may be a few terms where it was not followed before, but it needs to be followed now because he's the senior most MP, and it's not the Congress party that's politicizing the issue. It is the NDA that has brought in politics into a post of the pro tem speaker.
Absolutely. Good morning, Pratibha, and very good morning to all the viewers as well. Now, convention must be followed is a norm that the Congress has been going on and on about. But even if we were to take that to be the gospel truth, here the situation is that Mehtab ji,
in fact, the Congress has hinted that he's a Dalit and that's why he's being sidelined.
While K. Suresh... Yeah, well, Congress wants to say all of that when they were the ones who went against the election of our Honorable President of India as well. But let me repeat myself. The convention says the longest serving member of parliament consecutively. So, the person that we have been talking about, Mehtab ji, he's in his 7th consecutive term, wherein K. Suresh ji has broken his service and he's in his 4th consecutive term. So, even if we were to say that we are following convention to a T, it is still very practical for Mehtab ji to be the pro tem speaker, and that's the truth. And with all due respect to K. Suresh ji, why isn't he appointed the leader of the opposition? The India Alliance can come together and honor him like that, and we would be delighted if they were to do that. Why not? But do they have an answer to this? If you're following...
Okay, so asking the Congress party, if you think he is the senior most leader in the House, then why not elect him as the opposition leader? So I would request you to stay on with us because it's not just about the pro tem speaker. Yes, the stormy session of the parliament has started off on the note of pro tem speaker, but it's not just that issue that's going to be raked up by the opposition. The NEET issue is also going to be brought up. The case has been handed over to the CBI, and now the CBI has widened its net with a Hazaribagh link also coming out. We have more breaking updates also coming in what's happening in the probe into NEET, because that's going to be brought up in the parliament as well. Remember, the opposition has been raking up the issue time and again. Breaking updates coming in of how the BJP has strategized to counter the opposition. Last night a meeting was held at JP Nadda's residence. Sources saying that this meeting was attended by the Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan as well as the other leaders of the party. So the BJP is also going to be strategizing on how to counter the opposition. But Charu Pragya, I want to ask you, while the BJP has spoken about the pro tem speaker being politicized and the opposition politicizing every small issue, the NEET controversy is a real issue that affects the people of the country. Time and again, the BJP has told the Congress and the other opposition leaders, rake up the issues that matter to the people. NEET is one such controversy. Is the BJP going to be cornered over the same?
See, the intention of the Bharatiya Janata Party, as always, is to ensure that no wrongdoings happen while we are on watch. Yes, something went wrong institutionally, but we are fixing it. Have you ever before heard of a government asking for an inquiry into one of its own departments? The DG of NTA has been sacked and removed. We have already gotten a CBI probe started, and we are in a position where we can confidently say that the future of the students of this country is of paramount importance. Nobody is dilly-dallying about it. Nobody is taking it lightly. For the Congress, or rather the India Alliance, politicizing any issue seems to be their priority. Instead of working together, instead of ensuring incidents like this never happen in the future, they are merely hell-bent on politicizing, and I will explain why. They are continuously talking
very quickly, Mr. Yuvraj Pokhrana, do you agree with that? Because no matter which side of the political spectrum you're on, this is relating to the students, the future of the students, and the opposition says that the buck must stop with Dharmendra Pradhan, and the NTA DG being shunted out is no solution.
Pratibha, if you carefully observe the situation, it not only is germane to the future of the country, but also to the health of the country. Because these guys are going to be doctors in real time.
Yes.
So this is, as Charu said, rightly said, is of paramount importance to the government and to the country. I think heads are rolling. The government has ordered CBI inquiry. And I mean, there is a constitutional process to be followed. I don't know, I mean, if emergency was constitutional or not. But yes, BJP has to follow constitutional norms. They cannot flout it. and we are not living in some banana republic. So yes, I mean, this is going to take some time, but I can pray to the government, I can urge to the government to start rolling the heads as soon as possible. And the buck must stop where it must stop. Targeting any particular agency or any party.
All right.
Or
Thank you so much. We'll have to leave it at that. Unfortunately, we're running out of time. In just about 2 hours from now, we're going to see the parliament session beginning. Before that, the opposition is also going to be staging a protest outside the Gandhi statue as a show of unity and breaking up some of the issues, including the NEET controversy as well. Remember, students themselves have also been protesting across the country. We're going to be speaking about what's expected. Thanking our guests for joining us this morning. We'll be right back after a very short break.